Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a game I played in the Siliwangi. I know, it's quite an amusing name. Game's played on two brothers in a 3-point domination game mode with my division mates Atam and Rook. Siliwangi first became available as a mission reward for the 2020 Lunar New Year event, and I managed to get my hands on it, and I quite enjoy it. It has its limitations, but more on that later. It seems we've got Ognavoy to deal with here. My friend opens up with his guns, I do the same. Ognavoy sent some torpedoes in my direction. Atam's able to take him under fire and chunk him down quite heavily there, which is great. I'm reversing out of the torpedoes. I've set the hydroacoustic search going there. Now, Siliwangi does get the 5.5 kilometre hydroacoustic search you find on the low yang. Very powerful. So I'm going to drive straight into this island and see if I can pick up this Ognavoy. I think he's definitely run out the cap. Oh no, he's actually still there. So yeah, got him under hydro, and he'll be starting to panic a little bit now. A lot of aircraft about, so I'm just going to duck behind this island. So yeah, I'm not going to go into huge detail about the Siliwangi's characteristics in this game. However, I will include Little White Mouse's review of this ship in the video description below. So please do check it out and support Little White Mouse, please. And yeah, I mean, nobody's got shots on this Ognavoy here. And I decide I'm going to reverse around the side of the island, see if I can get some eyes on him. I'm going to do it carefully though, so press the smoke screen and see if I can get some eyes on him, and I do. Get some shots away with 130mm rifles. There's only 4 of them, so your DPM isn't that great, to be fair, on the guns, but they do hit reasonably hard. They're pretty decent rifles, the 130mm Russian guns there. So me and Atam swap places. I'm looking for torpedo targets. We've got the cap. The Charlie cap's secure. Now I'm thinking North Carolina. And I realise that he's actually reversing this guy. So I decide to get another send out on him. I mean, he might change his mind and start coming forward again, but chances of those torpedoes hitting are quite slim, I would suggest, at this point. And it also seems the enemy have a concentrated force here, and I think they're preparing to push in. So I decide to lurk on the edge of the Charlie cap and see if I can take some enemies under fire. I'm travelling northeast. I want to get eyes on this North Carolina. And yep, he reversed out the way of the fish, which is again a little unfortunate. And the cooldown on the torpedoes on the Siliwangi are incredibly long. It's like a 2-minute cooldown. So you kind of you kind of have to hit them. You know what I mean? If you're not hitting your torps, you're doing it wrong. It's a long time to wait for more torpedoes here. Now I'm toying with the idea of sending on the Massachusetts. North Carolina's now accelerating away to the right. He's taking quite a bit of incoming fire. So I'm going to make a send on the Massachusetts here. Our plan is try and ambush the North Carolina when he comes into view. I'm the only ship that's going to be able to spot this guy. He should be fairly close, so I'm ready with a smoke screen as well. So he's going to turn in, he's going to come straight at the smoke screen, so I send right at him. Now, Siliwangi has the Pan-Asian smokes, so the action time's quite long, but they don't last too long. Now, I got a couple of hits there on the Massachusetts, which was lovely. And the North Carolina looks, yeah, he's taking a couple as well, which is fine, absolutely fine. So that time I managed to actually do some damage with the torpedoes. I mean, these are the Siliwangi strengths, after all. Gunpower's not great, stealth's okay, 5.9 kilometres. The torps are the deep water variety. And yes, North Carolina went down to a flooding. I have a feeling he must have damage commed the first torp hit and maybe didn't see the second one. That's another advantage of the Siliwangi's torps, they're incredibly stealthy. And now, as you see, I'm getting pushed by a Harlem, the Tier 8 Dutch cruiser with the parachute bombers equipped. And I've got myself into a really difficult position. I'm right up against the map border. Harlem's thankfully turning back a little, so he's not going to spot me straight away. I'm coming into contact with the map border, and I've only got one chance now. I just need to go straight up the map border and see if I can do anything about this guy. Send some torpedoes in his general direction, kind of guessing where he's going to turn. And the Ognavoy comes into view and he spots me, so I have to open fire with the guns. He slams on the brakes, I slam on the brakes, the Harlem overshoots, Ognavoy overshoots, I hit the smoke screen, hit him in the smoke, get a torpedo on the Harlem, speed out the smoke. Ognavoy does the same thing. I catch him. He turns in, starting to panic a bit, he's on low health, and I managed to take him down.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
So yeah, Pan-Asian smokescreen really came in handy there. I've managed to stay in stealth, and I'm just going to accelerate straight up the map border. Could have gone a lot worse. So the Siliwangi is quite slow for a Tier 8 DD. As you can see, it's struggling to get up to 40 knots here, and the Harlem is quite close, within 0.5 of a kilometre of spotting me. And he's sent his parachute bombers. He's just going to guess where I am. And to be fair to him, that wasn't a bad guess. I mean, he got the distance pretty much nailed down there. It was just the direction.
Our team has
I get some more torpedoes off on the Harlem. But yeah, thought he might turn in, and he has done. Now, I think our Kagger's starting to panic a little bit now, because I have a feeling that the Harlem can see him, so he'll be taking the Kagger under fire. Send some more fish in his direction. Kagger's trying to defend himself with torpedo bombers. I smoke up and take the Harlem under fire. Harlem's shooting at my aircraft carrier. And he's not taking... he took one torp there from the carrier. And he's going to take one of mine as well. So, managed to finish him off there. But yeah, that was an interesting defence there. It was quite tricky, and the Siliwangi came through due to the strength of its torpedoes. Really, they do hella damage. And my friend Atam takes out the Massachusetts and reclaims the Charlie Cap. So I think at this point it's just a matter of mopping the enemy team up. So yeah, successful outing in the Siliwangi there. Nearly 100k damage, 3 kills. Nice defence there. Just over 2000 XP. And the hit list: North Carolina, Harlem, Ognavoy, a bit of damage into the Massachusetts as well. And as always guys, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye bye.